Hey everybody, welcome back to the 10th floor. It's me, Matt.
Hi, everybody. It's Kat.
And you're riding up the elevator.
Sunday.
Happy Sunday. Yes, hi everybody. Hello. Happy Sunday. It's a Sunday.
It's Palm
Sunday.
Sunday.
Sunday. You know what? It's not just Sunday. And it's not just 10th floor day. You know what it is? It's
I
Finola
have a
Hughes
feeling
anniversary day.
it is.
She's been on the show for 37 years, Ma.
I know, man. Like
37 years.
she's
37.
been on the show longer than men with beards with a little shadow of gray in them are.
You're taking it by Sonny Corinthos, because he's been on since like 1995, like around the same time as
No,
Carly, a little
no.
bit.
I was
Hey,
referring.
Chandra. Hey, Elegant.
I,
Welcome to the
I,
show.
I was
What's up?
referring to you. I was referring to you.
Are you
She's
talking?
been on the show longer than bearded gray dudes been alive.
Oh, me, but then I've been alive. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about how long Maurice Bernard's been on the show. No, yes, absolutely. She has been on the show for longer than I've been alive. Only a smattering of years, though. Hey,
Yeah,
let's say
only
Chandra. Hey, Elegant. I don't know if I said that. I don't know. But hi. Welcome to the show.
hi
Hi,
guys.
and his happy anniversary, Finola. Oh, that's so clever. Alyssa already coming out the gate with the cleverness.
Yes,
Um,
I love that.
so Finola Hughes, she was at the convention. I met Finola Hughes, though
We sure did.
though my first exposure to Finola Hughes was not Anna. I mean, I'm sure it was Alex Devane. Um, though I just don't remember it. But I remember her from Charmed. That was my little first little like, oh, the mom from Charmed is on this soap opera.
How long was she on Charmed?
Oh, she did a gift spot. I think she did one or two episodes a season.
And which one of the girls was she the mama to?
She was the mama of all three of the girls.
Oh, I didn't realize they sisters.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah,
see.
yeah,
I didn't watch Charmed.
yeah. It's okay. It's all right. Yeah,
Oh man, I don't hardly watch television.
well, you were busy at the time. You still had a teenage daughter. Hey Irma, welcome to the show. Well, chat. I mean, it's open up early on. It's Finola Hughes' 37th anniversary. I believe today is the day for that. So hey, what are your favorite Anna, Alex, Finola memories out there? Share with the chat. Give us something to react to. Because off the air, we were talking for a moment. I don't have a lot of Anna memories. I mostly it is. Hearing stories of people who love her, and I
Mhm.
would say that the first like big. Yes, Lissa, Finola was the grandmother of Wes Ramsey's character on Charmed as well. Interesting stuff. Um, recently, one of the first big Anna Devane things that I saw was I don't know who, it might have been Faison. I don't know who was doing it, but somebody put a bomb in the elevator on the hospital, and it was like on this trigger pad where somebody had to stand on it, otherwise it was going to
Oh
explode.
yeah. I remember that.
And then like Robin was standing on it at first because Robin was in town. and then
Yep.
uh and then it got switched, and it was like
Mhm.
like this smooth like spy move, like you're gonna take a
Mhm.
step off as I take a step on at the same time, we're gonna like
Mhm.
do
Yeah.
do our way, and did this little flippy thing, and it didn't blow up, and Drew was there and Curtis was there and yada yada blah blah blah, like it was a big old what to do. And as it turned out, the whole time it wasn't even Anna doing that, it was Alex, and Alex had put her life on the line to save Robin, and it was all drama. Yeah,
Oh,
because Alex
yeah.
had posed as Anna for the longest time, and yada 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 yada, and then there was the big reveal, and then during that time, Alex was posing as Anna. So in truth, Alex put her life on the line for her niecey poo.
Yeah. That's why and that's why Alex was so pissed at Anna because and so hurt by Anna because Anna didn't do the same for her child.
Sure
Not
didn't.
really.
Sure didn't. Sure didn't. Sure didn't. Sure didn't.
By
Sure
the
didn't. Sure
time
didn't.
she did, by the time she did, he was already too late. It was already too late. He was already so dastardly, so much
Yeah.
faison.
Yes. Ma, Love Lissa has already spilled the beans with your favorite Anna moment, but why don't you go ahead and say it?
Yes, my favorite Anna moment is when she's reunited with little Robin. And I think
Yeah.
Robin looked to be about 8 or 9 years old at the time.
Just a tiny little
And
idiot
they're
little girl.
running toward each other, and it was so lovely. I
Yeah.
believe I cried.
Yeah. Yeah, did you? You cried when Anna came back to life? Now, this was
I
after
think so.
was this after Anna and Robert were blown up together in 1992?
Honestly, I don't remember.
I don't know. But something like that. Something like that. Rue Wood. Hello, Rue Wood. We got a brand new name in here, unless you changed it before. Hey, Margda, welcome back to the show. And Daisy Flower 40 is here as well. She loved Anna the Jewels Thief. See, now Anna didn't come onto the show as a nice lady, right? She came on as like this con artist criminal, didn't she? See, it was 37 years ago. You don't know. You don't know. It was 37 years ago. I don't know. And this is the 10th floor, the land where research goes to die. So I didn't look it up.
Okay, let me think of when that was. Okay, so that was right. That was about a year and a half before you were born.
Right.
So
I think she was playing opposite Robert first, not with him.
I could. No, I was probably watching at the time.
Oh, probably. I don't know, but it was a long time ago. 37 years ago. Come on.
Yeah,
What did you have for breakfast 37 years ago? Nobody knows. DC Soap Sanctuary. Hello, DC Soap Sanctuary. All of these new names, I'm just going to eat up all of the podcast time by me just reading their names out of the chat.
Where's Jacarius?
Jacarius hasn't made it yet. Maybe Jacarius is busy. I don't know. It's all good. It's okay. You know, people got lives. They got stuff that they're doing. You know, Irma thinks that Alex is probably alive. I mean, maybe she got really shot though.
I think Alex is alive too.
Yeah. No, I mean,
because
it's a soap.
Body.
I think that she's more likely to be alive than
They
Jason.
didn't show us the body. They didn't show us the body.
No,
so I think Alex is alive too.
Okay, all right, yeah. I mean, why not? Let's leave it alive. We still haven't finished the whole patient 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stuff anyway, because Kevin and Ryan have swapped memories, right? We talked about this before.
Yes.
You know, yeah. Oh gosh. I think that Luke is still alive, and I don't think Holly's dead either. So I think all of these people that have been dying, all of these old folks, all of these people over the age of 50 that have been croaking recently are actually still alive somewhere.
I think so too. I think they're still.
Yeah. Dev is dead. Dev is dead as a doornail. Dev is not coming back. All right. Dev is dead. Dustin is dead. Anybody that died in the floating rib explosion is dead.
Yeah.
But agree. Not Danny.
Yeah.
No one believes Luke is dead. No, nobody believes Luke is dead. It's just a fun little plot point. But did Anna Devane kill Luke, Spencer? No, she didn't. She's hot on the trail for the Ice Princess. Now, do you think that was the real Ice Princess sitting there in that safe? No.
I don't think so.
No. What's Valentin doing?
It's too cut and dry done.
You're right. I mean, they're setting some. Victor has set up Jennifer Smith, I guess.
Probably.
I don't know what Valentin's motivation is. Has Valentin forgotten? Did I forget some sort of scene between Valentin and Victor or something? Because I don't know what's going on there with the whole fake mustachioed Valentin Cassadine.
I liked him.
Mademoiselle. So
yes, he was like Eddie McCure almost. I loved Valentin. Oh gosh, I'm not a fan of the Jennifer though.
It is me, Valentin. I am like the cook from The Little Mermaid, huh? What are we going to make today? Oh gosh. Well, what do you think the over/under is on Victor having like done some sort of conditioning or something? See, here's it. Peter was the conditioner, right? Helena was the conditioner. It wasn't Valentin. Victor.
No. Oh, I'm sure that Uncle Victor was in cahoots with her at some point.
Oh, yeah.
But no, she was the big brainwasher kind of person.
So
that was her. That was her thing.
How did Drew get hypnotized? Drew's hypnotism was from the first time they did it to him, when Helena did it to him. It was a 2-stager, right? Is that what they were saying?
Yeah. And she has a
Yeah.
history of that too. She even did that to Lucky a couple
Yeah.
of decades ago.
Yeah. Oh, Lucky. Oh, man, people getting hypnotized. No wonder Kevin had to learn how to unhypnotize people. It was just happening all over Port Charles all the time.
I know. I don't know. I don't get it. Why is everybody going over to see him and like looking at the twirly thing and getting
Yeah.
on
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember that. I don't
why
know.
aren't
I mean, specifically when it comes to Valentine, he could be working Victor. He could be working with Victor. He could be doing his own thing. Maybe he's working for the WSB. I don't know, because he planted the thing right in Jennifer Smith's safe. At the same time, this other WSB agent was like, "We've got a lead. We know exactly where this thing is. We're gonna take her down now." So, I mean, is WSB just trying to sweep all this under rug? Because remember last week, Anna was all like, "Oh, hey, something's fishy here. WSB looks to be going for a quick wrap up of this one." Because every other time she does a mission for the WSB, it's like, I'm doing it for the right reasons. They're being mean. It's fun. I don't know, Ma. I don't know. Anna does a lot for the WSB, okay?
Yeah, it does a lot for the WSB. She does. But you know what? What's up with this Jennifer chick for one thing? How
Yeah.
much of a big hoochie hoe is she? My gosh.
She's just the biggest vacation slut out there. I mean, what can we say?
Yeah, right.
It's like, I'm on
That's
vacation.
funny.
Oh, honey, I'm here gonna buy this thing because we need it for my love and all this stuff. And oh, here's some sort of sexy boat captain. I'm gonna go ahead and just hang up this hello. Hi. Hello,
Right?
Captain.
Let him
Oh,
right in the
hello.
room.
This obviously
Right in the
fake
room.
accent is going to
Yeah.
lure you right into your bedroom. Oh, mon chéri.
It cracked me up too when he was opening the safe because I watched her open the safe where clearly she hit the button that had an E on it at
Uh-huh.
the end,
Uh-huh.
and he was watching her, and I'm yelling at Valentin, "Why are you keying this in wrong? We all saw that there's an E at the end," and then he finally got it.
Because Margo wants to know why you're not letting Jennifer just live her best life. She wants to know that.
Well, she can live her best life. I'm just not a Jennifer fan. Actually, I'm not liking the character much,
Yeah,
and it doesn't
I get
have
it.
anything to do with her being a hoochie hoe. Really,
No.
no, it doesn't. It has to do that gosh, I don't want to jump into all right, I'll just say she's a terrible actress. Sorry.
Oh gosh, mother. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I didn't expect. I was here reading the chat. I didn't know that you were going to be heating up to that. My God.
I'm sorry.
I'm just going to go ahead and have to hit the button here on the 10th floor elevator and just go ahead and ask you to leave the nurse's station because that's not the tone of our show, Ma. You want that? You stay on YouTube until 2:00. All right, and you wait for Mr. James Lott Jr. All right. Okay. No, I'm kidding. I don't know who she is. Who do we? Is she a lady? Is she a famous person? Is she somebody that's done stuff?
I think she's the same chick that played Jennifer before.
Okay, well, I mean, then there's probably the reason, I mean, when you reach back into yesteryear so deeply, I mean, sometimes you pull somebody that doesn't really bring to the audience what they expect to see on a soap opera in 2022. Not everybody is Jackson Montgomery, damn it. We just don't always have room for that anymore, pretty girl, damn it.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, Ethel. Look, the chat is just exploding today. Just
Yay.
boom. DC Soap Sanctuaries in this chat just dropping bombs on theory. Deep, crazy theory like Jennifer Smith is the wife of Cyrus Renault. What? Wouldn't that be nuts? I don't see it coming that way, but wouldn't that be crazy?
It would be crazy.
Like they got hitched up in jail or something. I don't know. I don't see that for Cyrus. We talked about it on the show for the last couple of weeks. What I see for Cyrus is him coming back like totally like, and I am a shepherd of the Lord, and I will take you from the darkness and show you the light once more. That's what I am looking forward to from Cyrus Renault. Oh, Sasha. Oh, dear Sasha. What I have done to your life. This is what I have done by introducing drugs to you. Only I can save you from this. That's what I want.
Yeah.
Hey, Sandy Moon. Look, just Rue Wood. You know, I read that one earlier today, and then somebody else had popped in and said hello. Oh, hello, Ethel. Let's see, who else did I miss? Christina Joan. Hello, Christina Joan. Victor had Valentin kidnapped for a few days, and maybe there was some sort of brainwashing there when he was in the trunk of the car. See, we don't know. We don't know.
You're
We
right.
don't know. So what else happened on Hawaii? I mean, so they had like a bar. I always enjoy Felicia. I think Felicia's great. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say I don't like
Did they say
Felicia.
they were in Hawaii? Did they say that?
I don't. It's some sort of tropical island. I'm gonna go Hawaii because the
Tropical.
music that they chose was like a ukulele
Yeah,
aloha oi.
it was like a little elevator Hawaiian kind of music, wasn't it?
Yeah. Hello, James Lott Jr. Welcome to the chat. Yeah. I mean, for sure. That's what it seems like Hawaii to me. At least it's some sort of tropical paradise where
Yeah,
only
it is a tropical paradise.
yeah, where only those who want to spend money on illegal items can go. French Polynesia, says the chat. French Polynesia. Listen, if you don't want us to think it's Hawaii, don't play ukulele aloha ois in the background, all right?
Right?
I'm just saying. I
thought Felicia looked awfully pretty, didn't she?
Didn't she, though? I really like it.
Yeah.
I really enjoy adventurous Felicia. I think she's a lot of fun.
I like Adventure Felicia too.
I like how Anna gets to run around and be a spy, and then Felicia gets to sit at the bar and just talk to the cute bartender and just be like, like it's perfect. It's perfect.
Yeah, but she has her little ears wide open, though, bringing it all in, so she can report to Anna.
You know what? I want to say this. I want to because James is in the chat being shady, okay? Because it's actually an LA soundstage. We know it's actually a LA soundstage. We were there. We saw where they put it. Okay, we didn't see that particular set, but we can imagine that it was in one of the slots that we saw, probably the harbor. You know.
Yes, that's what I was going to say.
Probably the harbor.
Here,
but you know what? I want to give. I want to give them. I want to give them this. They lit it like it was the sunniest day of all time. It looked like natural sunlight. Okay.
Well, I think General Hospital does a good job of just generally lighting all the sets anyway. Sunshine coming through the slats of the window.
Yeah.
I think they do a great job.
I think they pay a lot of attention and really try to do the most with the amount of money that they have available to them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which let's face it, they do in General Hospital on Dollar Tree.
They are doing it on Dollar Tree. Can you imagine if this was 1998? If this was 1998, they would have gone down to Malibu and filmed on the actual beach.
Probably.
Yeah.
Or at least been a lot more fancy. I don't know.
I mean, I didn't think it was unfancy. It was just a basic little bar. Yeah, what's up?
Do you remember? Maybe you guys remember it. The setting kind of reminded me of. Do you remember when Michael and Christina took off together? It was the gentleman that played Michael before Chad.
Not Chad, but the
kid
other
that
dude.
Played Michael before Chad.
The Disney guy, Drew Garrett or something.
I'm not hearing anything, so I'll just keep talking.
Oh, well, I'm hearing me.
So that set kind of reminded me of that. It very, very, very similar. I don't know.
No, Chad, it wasn't Dylan Cash. It was the guy in between. It was like a Drew Garrett type of thing. I don't know. Ma, if you can hear me, say so.
Very frozen. No.
Oh, she can't hear. See, so I'm just gonna have to go ahead and hold the show until she catches up. I don't know.
Now you're unfrozen.
Oh, beautiful.
You're unfrozen for a good period of time.
All right, cool. Well, hey, you know what? It's live broadcasting. What can we say? Let's see. Let's catch up with the chat here a little bit. Dylan Cash. No, it wasn't Dylan Cash. It was Drew Garrett. Michael and Christina ran off before Michael got arrested. See, I don't remember Christina, like Christina Corinthos.
Yeah.
Like his sister Christina?
Yes.
They ran away?
Yeah. They took off to this, and the setting that very similar to me.
Huh. I don't know. I wasn't there for that, so I can't say. It reminded me of the Corinthos Island where Sasha got poisoned by the lady that got her hair pulled onto the table, Cassandra Pierce.
Cassandra.
They ran away because Michael killed Claudia. God.
Yeah.
He bashed her in the head with a baseball bat or something. I saw it.
Oh, yeah, he did. He clubbed her good.
He
And
clubbed
it
her
was
good.
in slow-mo, and it was awesome.
Well, that's what you get for taking babies. Don't take babies.
Yep. It
Oh
was in
gosh, what else
slow-mo,
happened?
and it was awesome.
Are you threatened by Brendan Byrne?
Brendan
Are you
Byrne.
threatened by Brendan Byrne?
Well, Harmony certainly is.
Well, she is, but she isn't at the same time. She's like, I've survived much worse men than you. Can you spell Shiloh? Ugh. You know.
Yeah, she did. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Harmony is knee deep in stuff, isn't she?
Yeah, her whole life is unraveling. Like she came to Port Charles trying to
It
like
is.
hold it together, and now everything is just falling apart. Brendan Byrne, who happens to have Harmony's file due to Neil's poor record keeping. Okay. This was in a lockbox that the bank is not allowed to look in or open and all of that kind of stuff before you pass it on to the people. So you can't check to see if personal private files are in it. He's just a
Mm-hmm.
bad record keeper. He shouldn't have left it in that box. Now Brendan has it. And that's the end of the story. It's nothing
Yes.
deeper than that.
Yeah.
Neil
But
Burns' biggest flaw was a terrible record keeping.
yeah. Well, I have a feeling that Brendan and Neil are going to be on the same side of the, you know,
The
Brendan
ground?
may kind of, yeah.
Yeah. Well, Harmony's definitely going to be killing this man here in the next couple of weeks.
That would be my guess. That would be my guess.
100%.
Yeah, that she, oh, Harmony's, oh my goodness. But the
Harmony
secret's going to come out.
will
The
be
secret.
murdering once again.
Oh, I think so too. I think so too. But she's got to know that this is all going to come out,
Yes.
no matter who she kills.
I mean, well,
It's
she's going to do
all
her
gonna
very
come out.
best to have it not come out, and then there might be a trail of bodies. I mean, maybe this is going to be the interesting new serial killer. Isn't the one that's doing it for revenge? Isn't doing it to chase in the footsteps of Ryan Chamberlain or anything like that? But they're going to become a crazy serial killer simply because they're really trying to keep this secret.
Trying to cover their tracks, not really being a serial killer, but yeah, I guess
you
got
know,
to die too.
syringe.
You got to die
Syringe.
too.
And then what happens is Alexis sort of knows something about Willow's motherhood thing.
Mm-hmm.
I have a grasp of the English language today. It's wonderful. uh, and so I mean it's only 1, 2, 3 steps away from being able to put it all together and be like, oh well, Willow's not yours at all. And then when Alexis finds out, what does Harmony do? Does Harmony kill Alexis, or does she find another way?
Oh, she might do something crazy. She might kidnap her in some way or something.
I don't know. See, because the dumb thing would be to
Tie her
kill.
to her chair and tell her, "Oh, you don't understand.
You don't understand the things I've had to do to keep my daughter safe. I've led her down so many poor paths. All I'm trying to do is keep her in this wonderful life she's in now with this rich man, Michael. La, 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 la. Even though they're white bread mayonnaise together and super, just not spicy. So Michael will be like, and then later you and I are going to make love, right? And then I'm just like sitting here going, I don't care. I don't care that you guys like each other in a romantic way.
Well, I think very often the part of the relationship we love watching is the journey too.
Yeah.
And then when it happens, whatever.
Right. I can't necessarily say that the journey to Willow and Michael has been all that interesting to me. But hey, you know what? If you've been watching us on the 10th floor and listening to our 2-year-long library of audio podcasts you can find on Apple, Google, Alexa, Spotify, and the like, you'll know that we're not exactly the biggest Milo fans out there. Hey, you know,
I was a bigger fan of them the first time they were together.
I can agree with that. I can understand that. You know, when it was the whole like trying to keep it from Chase thing.
Yes, and
Or where Chase and Sasha pretended to cheat on each other, and then Michael and Willow started to fall in love and stuff. Yeah, you know, and now they're just like what it was. Remember that it's what did I described this on Twitter a while ago? I said that they good person their way into problems all the time.
yes.
We're doing the right. We're the good people in this situation. Nina is crazy and evil. We're just trying to keep our fragile little mind, our son's fragile little mind together.
Mm-hmm.
We're so right and righteous. Let's go to Paris. I love you.
They got some papers served to them this week, didn't they, though?
I'm sorry, say that again, please.
They got some papers served to them.
They did. They got Nina's papers. They got Nina's papers. Nina's like, I want to see this kid, and so I'm gonna make Scotty Baldwin in the court make you show me this kid.
And then she has the nerve to say, "But you don't understand. He's getting older." Well, shoot. So when she was in Nixon Falls playing with Smike, what'd she think Donna was doing? Well, shoot, she was getting older
She
too.
wasn't thinking about Donna. Ma, it's been established and covered that Nina was only thinking about herself.
I know.
Only herself.
I don't. So therefore, I cannot feel sorry for her.
It's fine. We're at the point of the story where you don't have to feel sorry for Nina anymore. She has definitely crossed over into being the wrong one of the situation. For a little while, I could understand. For a little while, I could get it. Mm-hmm. But now, as much as she wants to stand in Sonny's bedroom and be all like, oh, maybe we shouldn't do this. I've just only been trying to whatever. Oh gosh, just crash land on an island together already.
They were kissy facing this week.
They were smooching this time. They haven't smooched since Nixon Falls, you know?
Yeah, they were smooching.
You know,
they were smooching as much as they were dancing last week.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting because sometimes it's hard for me to put myself into Sonny Corinthos' head. Like, you know, they're doing this thing. She's like, oh, you hurt your head. And and like clearly like Maurice hurt himself or something at some point offset. And so they worked in this boxing hit.
I thought, do you think that's what the case was?
I mean, it seemed like previous episode, nothing. This episode, they started off with like him sparring some random person. And he had this big old bruise on his eye.
Yes.
So I assume Maurice Bernard hurt himself. That's just my assumption. Otherwise, why would this random person who doesn't even have a name on the show be able to get a punch in on Sonny Corinthos, right?
That's true. There is really no reason why. You're right.
So that's my guess. Whatever.
He probably did have an owie.
Yeah,
Maurice had an owie.
Maurice got a little boo-boo on his head. But that's okay because they worked it into the thing, and then they got to be all afterward. So wonderful for them, I guess. But yeah, it's like the first time they kissed in Nixon Falls. Whatever.
And you know who we got to see on Friday too? Who came and visited Sonny? Because
who came and visited Sonny on Friday? Scotty Baldwin.
Yes,
Scotty Baldwin.
Scotty Baldwin came and visited Sonny.
Yeah, elegant. Yes, you're screaming my name. What? Did I visit Sonny on Friday? Did I visit Sonny on Friday? Scotty Baldwin. So, you know why? So I'm representing Nina. So I'm gonna pull you up as a character witness. If that sounds all right with you.
He called him. I thought it sounded funny. He called him character reference.
Character reference.
Instead of character witness. That was different.
I don't know.
Character reference.
Maybe he just said the wrong thing.
Could be. Yeah.
Oh,
I don't
gosh.
think how Sonny. Boy, that's a bad idea, though.
What? Being Nina's character witness?
Yeah.
I mean,
that boy, he ain't gonna make making notes. He's not gonna be making any he's not gonna be repairing any relationships with his family. That's
no.
for sure.
Well, I mean, Nina was like, hey, so you should, if you repair your relationship with Michael, just remember to convince him to let me see my grandson. Like,
Mm-hmm. Where are you going, Matt? Oh, there you go. Okay.
I had to put Finola with her friends.
Yep.
Hey, Wendy, welcome to the show.
Put her back where she belongs, huh?
Right up there next to
Right
Granny.
in the middle.
Hey, Granny.
Yep, right next to Granny.
Hey,
Right in the
Granny.
middle of it all.
Yep. Yep. So,
And
yeah,
this
my
picture, you
gosh.
guys, this picture right here. I know you
Yeah.
can't see it well,
No.
but should I go get it off the wall? Let me go get it
I
off
got
the
one.
wall. It's just, oh, okay. Good. Yeah, then yeah.
Since we're talking about him,
Mm-hmm.
we showed this on our GH thing, on our GH recap, our GH convention recap. But we got the picture. We got the important picture. We got the most expensive picture available.
Yeah. That did.
Hey to Evelyn. Oh gosh, I loved Willow and Michael acknowledging Harmony has been making the proper moves where Wiley is concerned. I mean, I guess Harmony has been doing the best job when it comes to reconciling her relationship with Harmony, just not a good job at reconciling her relationship with the rest of the world. Which is
Yeah, and
unfortunate.
it is unfortunate because and I can understand Harmony's desperation to a certain degree because she is seeing some headway with her daughter and their relationship is on the way to being repaired. Probably better than she's had for a very, very long time. But at the same time, Harmony can't make a good decision to save her life.
Not when it comes to keeping her secrets secret. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, she got all freaked out over this thing because of the birth certificate. Like, maybe you should have made a copy to begin with. I don't know. I don't know. I've never secretly stolen a child and then pretended. But hey, if Brendan Byrne is to be believed, the story is exactly what we thought it was going to be. And you know how sometimes when you're totally right about something, there can be an element of disappointment because you're like, oh man, I totally predicted it. But this time I feel really vindicated because I don't know. I called this a year ago and I just feel so right. I think we called this over a year ago. We called this before the COVID break because that's when the trial of when Nina was on the stand supporting Willow or something. I don't remember exactly what the circumstances were. Yeah. Oh, it was the case. It was the Wiley case. Who gets Wiley, Nell or Michael? And Nina had testified on behalf of Michael and Willow.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's when we first started calling it.
Wasn't that like near the last new episode they had?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Because their big cliffhanger going into the hiatus was Nina being sworn in on the stand, and we didn't know what she was going to say until they came back.
Yep.
Yeah. She was Nell's character witness. See, she was Nell's character witness and flipped and switched.
Yes.
Yes. And what was Scotty Nell's? I feel like somebody told Nell, oh, it's Martin Gray. Just shut up, Nell.
That was funny. Just shut
up. Lovelissa was predicting this when Nina and Willow were fighting over Charlotte. See, ooh, this was way before. This is Michelle Stafford and Nina. Is when this prediction started. Because Lovelissa likes to sit here and pretend like she had this stuff on lock before we did. All right, we're her barometer. Okay, she's constantly comparing herself to us, and always wants to stay one step ahead of the 10th floor. I'm on to you, Lovelissa.
Yeah, we all kind of thought it from the very beginning, didn't we?
I don't know.
Remember when Nina used to be so damn nasty to Willow when Willow was a teacher?
Yeah,
we were even calling it back then. Look how mean you're being to your own kid. Well, you don't know it.
I mean, maybe that was the original route, and then they did a left turn and made it Nell. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't write the stuff. I wasn't there. I'm not Frank Valentini as much as I look like him. I don't look like Frank Valentini. Thank you for complimenting our picture, Irma. It was very quick. Very, very quick. They pretty much ushered us in a room and the actors came in and it was... Thank you. We're done.
The autographs were they took a little more time.
Yeah.
But they only took they only took a little more time if you were engaging enough. If you weren't engaging enough, you were out of there too. But
Yeah.
yeah, and I got a little bit. We got a little
We know how to
bit
talk to
together.
random
A
strangers.
little bit. We can talk to people.
Sandy wants to know if Sonny has forgotten that Nina kidnapped his baby. And they have sort of spoken about that, the actors have. And their go-to answer is, that was a different actress. They're just playing with it. No, it just doesn't matter. I mean, that's pretty much what it comes down to. Sonny does remember, but it just doesn't matter.
Yep.
But it matters to Michael. Michael was going to tell Smoltz all about it. He just mentioned it when he was offering Smoltz the 5-article deal.
Yes. I don't like that Smoltz kid. I'm waiting for someone else to clock him.
I don't know. I don't know how to feel about Smoltz because I'm interested in like this new smarmy minor character, but also at the same time I'm like, you got a really weak chin. You need a stronger chin. Oh,
put him in the mix with Selena. Let Selena take care of him.
Ooh, Selena Wu. Selena Wu. See, when I do my Selena Wu impression, it's going to be too much like my Ava impression, so I got to find a way to really separate the two of them because they both come off as Eartha Kitt to me.
Yes, they do. But Ava's more Eartha Kitt, I think.
I don't know. I just need an Eartha Kitt off between the two of them.
But Selena, she does. Her phrasing is very similar. So, very phrase. Break.
I need to know what Selena Wu is up to.
Oh, Selena
I'm not saying
Wu.
that I'm not enjoying the show because I don't know what she's up to. So remember that, folks. Remember that I said that I like the show, okay? But what I don't know is what she's up to. Why does she want the Savoy specifically so badly for this? So much so that Curtis is like, maybe once a month if I like you. Mm-hmm. And you got to find out the dirt about my dad. And Selena's like, yeah, okay. Sounds like a deal, Curtis. Like, why? Why does she want the Savoy so badly for this?
I don't know. It doesn't really make sense that she would want the Savoy. Really? I mean, her and Sonny's in cahoots. Why couldn't she be using, the back room of what's that Italian restaurant?
Puzzulo's.
Puzzulo's
or whatever. So
yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe just I'm spitballing here. I don't know. Maybe since Curtis and Sonny are like friends.
Yeah.
That she's like, I want to be friends with Curtis too.
Maybe.
See, she's slower than Ava. That's what it is. I want to be friends with Curtis too.
She is slower than Ava.
She wants to be friends with Curtis too. Maybe start wiggling him away. Maybe make it so Curtis has to do some stuff from his woo, and he might not be so available to do something for Sonny, even though he really doesn't want to do something for Sonny. But they have been allied in the past.
So it looks like next week we're going to see a card game.
I guess. Brad is Brad going to be standing there in a skimpy outfit serving drinks? I mean, what job exactly does he have?
I don't. Is he a dealer? What
is he? A dealer? Is he the casino manager? Is he going to be topping off people's shots while wearing Speedos and doing a pole dance? Like, what is the plan here? I don't know.
Yeah. What is a pole dance?
Listen, I don't know if they're trying to like mimic Vegas. Is he going to be up there as a show guy?
It's funny though. I cannot see him. It would be fun to watch. It would be funny to watch. But if they make him a dealer, boy, is he going to suck at it. Boy, he is going to suck at it. He's going to be so nervous. How could he possibly even, remember where they're at? It's going to be hilarious if he's a dealer. It'll be fun.
Christina Jones suggests that since Selena Wu wants Brad to work the card game, there's no way that she can do it at one of Sonny's restaurants because Brad is going to be doing the card game. However, my only retort to that is Brad so integral to this card game that it's affecting what venue you have to be? Can't you just find somebody else to deal the cards? But then again, what does Selena Wu want with Brad? Why is it so important to her that he joins her organization and helps her with whatever it is that she has? Is because I got you out of jail, nephew. Like, why?
I think it's that, and because he's so easily manipulated, and he's so scared.
What are you
He's so
talking about?
scared.
I just want to be a patient advocate.
Man, do leave me alone.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
So I think, I think he's just because he's just so easily manipulated.
Maybe.
And he's going to do exactly what she says
Mm-hmm,
because
mm-hmm.
he's scared of her.
Yeah.
Like he said to he said to Brett, he thinks that she would actually kill him.
Yes.
And I think she would too.
I think she would too. There's a lot of talk around that Selena Wu is actually Brad's mom. And to that I say, why? That's all. That's just why. Why can't somebody's mom actually be their mom in General Hospital? But hey, it's a soap. What can I say?
Yeah. Well, Selena will be either Brad's mom or Rory's mom.
Rory Cabrera. I expected
she'll
Rory
be
to have a
Rory.
deeper voice. I mean, there's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with his voice. I just expected it to be deeper. That's all. So, I mean, he said 2 lines. We don't know anything yet.
No, he didn't really say anything much.
Oh, yeah.
Did
He's
he?
like, here's a soda. I'll watch her
Mhm.
out there. Those are his 2 lines so far. Officer
Yeah.
Rory Cabrera.
Oh,
He did a
he's
soap
gonna-
opera digest. Michael Blake Cruz is his name. Newest cast
Mm-hmm.
member of General Hospital. Contracted status. So, they may or may not have something for him. I mean, because Terry's on contract. TJ's on contract. And they just don't do much. So, we'll see.
We don't know what they're going to springboard. They may take a long time to tell the story. But I tell you that just the way they filmed it with his scenes.
You're talking about Officer Rory?
Yeah, Officer Rory. The way they filmed it is they made sure us audience really paid attention to him.
Yeah. He was like in the center of the shot to make sure that you knew this guard was there. Yeah. It was
And
a good introduction.
A lot of times, even while the spoken, when characters were speaking, the camera didn't have them in focus. They had him in focus, even though he was in the background.
They wanted you to see that face.
They really wanted us to pay attention to Rory.
Yeah.
I think we had a whole lot of Rory going on. We got
Okay.
a lot of it coming.
Okay, so Rory and Trina, or Rory and Jordan, or Rory and Britt. I think those are our 3 most possible combinations. Now, Jordan, the Jordan pairing is the least popular, the one that like nobody is talking about. But hey, I'm with it. Go for it. Why not, Jordan? Just go out there and just sow your oats, Jordan. Just do it.
But that's never been Jordan's style before.
But she's a new woman now.
Well, I know, but she doesn't mess around with cops, though.
Yeah, maybe not.
She stays that authoritative figure. That would compromise that completely.
Yeah.
So I don't think we're going to see Jordan with him. I think we have a better chance of seeing Jordan with an older gentleman.
Yeah, probably. I mean, because, she's playing 40, even though the actors are always 28.
Maybe
26.
she had daddy's more. Maybe had daddy's more her speed.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I like Marshall and Epiphany. I do. I think they're good together. Sonia Eddy started following us on Twitter. Hey, how about that? That's fun.
Sonia Eddy.
Yeah, fans. The power of Twitter is very strong. If you ever want one of these actors on the show, just tweet them until they're like, okay, fine. It's a strong, important thing.
Hi.
Okay, geez, I'll go to the 10th floor. Gosh darn it. Jordan can date Chase's dad. Oh, interesting. A little Gregory Chase and Jordan romance.
Well, he was on the screen this week.
He
For a
was.
minute.
He was judging Brooklyn.
Yeah, he was judging Brooklyn hard, wasn't he?
Yeah. I know who you are. I think that was last week, but I know who you are. You're the girl that ruined my son's life.
Yeah, and then he had to go apologize.
Spesme forever. Oh my God, T. Cherie. Do you need a pill? Are you okay? More like spasme, right?
Boy, that's not even a ship I've even heard before.
I can't say that Spesme is exactly the top ship out there, but hey, I'm not here to tell you that what you like is wrong. There are plenty of people that watch specifically for Anna Devane stories and then skip everything else. There are people that specifically watch for specific characters. There are people who go, oh, Sam's not even on this week, I'm not going to bother. Everybody has their way. Everybody has their way of engaging with General Hospital.
You know what
Yeah.
You know who wasn't on this week very much, and that which is kind of surprising.
Was Carly.
Yes.
Yeah, she only had like that one scene with Harmony and then follow up with Alexis, and that was it, right?
Yeah, Carly wasn't hardly on.
Yeah.
And I think they're all on. I think it's hiatus week. Right now.
I know for sure that Ken Schreiner has been off for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know that Stone Cold and Jackal on tour. I mean, not that they are necessarily on the show much. Spinelli's not. But also, though, there's a group of the actors touring and doing some guest appearances too. I think they were in Virginia yesterday.
Yes, yeah. There was a lot of pictures shared. Yeah.
Yeah. Ian McCoy's out there.
Yeah. The kids with the Z, you know.
Yeah, both of the kids were out there.
Johnny Wachter was out there, I saw.
Yep. And Nicholas Chavez.
Yeah. So was Marcus Coloma. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a nice little group. It was like a little group of people in story together with Johnny Wachter thrown in.
And yeah. Britt's with him too.
Yeah. It's good. There's this debate happening in the chat right now, Ma.
They must not be working this week. What's going on?
Running around. The chat. So the chat wants to know, a couple of things. We're just throwing together couples now. Okay, we got old Jordan and Cyrus, like Brianna Henry, Jordan, and Cyrus. I don't think so. Esme is gonna find Jesus with Cyrus. I hope so. I don't know. Can you imagine just the unhinged shenanigans of both of them thinking that they're reformed? Oh my God, that would be so fun. Spasmar is more like it. I heard that Victor Cassadine and Ava Cassadine are going to be a couple. Is that true? I don't know. I don't think so. I haven't heard anything about that. But Mara West can play with anybody.
She sure can.
And I don't know. It's hard to say when it comes to Victor, because Victor is, on the side of evil and has no problem killing people for what he wants. But what do you do when your evil person who kills people for what he wants is actually trying to do a good thing? Just going about it the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
Like it seems Victor Cassadine is doing right now.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of stuff Victor's up to.
He is trying to save the world. He's trying to provide a future for our children that won't bake them alive on this planet that's on fire.
So is that the cause?
I feel that that's the cause. I think it has something to do with global warming. I think he needs the Ice Princess to cool off the planet. And I think that's that he was like softening almost, or being as close to truthful as he's going to be with Laura at the Metro Court this week, where he's like, I'm doing this for our families. Just think about the future generations and the benefit that they'll get, and blah, 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 blah. Now, how that feeds into Ava, I don't know. Because Ava is very much, I'm a Cassadine, this is my house. I'm not going to just leave, Nicholas.
Yep.
Sandy says that Ava needs a man, not simple Nicholas. Well, I mean, there is a bit of a difference between this Nicholas and Tyler Christopher Nicholas.
There's a big difference.
This Nicholas is not as maybe he hit his head on the way out of Windermere when he was faking his death and got shot and thrown out the window. I don't know.
Well, her last romance, Ava's last romance before Nicholas was who? Was it Griffin? Was it
that was the major one, was with Griffin, and then she floated around a little bit after the Griffin thing.
Didn't she even date Scotty one time? Didn't they even
I don't know about that.
I
don't know. I think Zags is going to be the new head of the Cassadine family. Who's Zags? Fort Victor and reunite Nick and Spence. Ava is a mix of Lord. I don't know who Zags is. Oh, Ava, not Zags. Ava is going to be the hero that keeps the Cassadines together. I don't know, maybe. I don't know what's going to happen. I didn't write this stuff.
It could be.
I would like to see that because I do think that the best thing going for Nicholas right now is Ava. And if they were to separate that pairing, I'm not sure what Nicholas would bring to the table. I'm not sure how important he would be in the storylines and the impact that he would have. I just don't know.
I love all the scenes with Uncle Victor and Laura.
Yes.
I love all this because she is not manipulated by him at all, and she certainly don't believe his crap. She don't believe nothing.
She goes around with so much earned wisdom from her life in Port Charles.
She's like, I got Joe number, I got Joe number, I got Joe number, I got Joe number, and all y'all.
It's like that scene. It's like that scene from Half Baked where it's like F you, F you, F you, F you. You're cool. F you, F you. Yes, Ava and Ryan. Ava and Ryan. Well, Ava and Kevin, because Ryan was posing as Kevin. That's who her. That's who it was before Nicholas.
Big romance.
Yeah. See, we don't remember nothing. We don't remember nothing here on the 10th floor. And then Ava and Scotty apparently just had slept together a couple of times, once or twice.
Oh, okay. So they just friends with benefits for a second.
Yeah. But no, the scene between Victor Cassadine and Lord Collins, super good. Jeannie Francis and Charles Shaughnessy. I mean, can't get any better than those, right? And I really enjoy the layers that Charles Shaughnessy brings to Victor. I didn't see any Victor before. I don't know Victor from that guy that's on Bold and the Beautiful, like he's like some Bold and the Beautiful star, right? And he came and he was Victor. I don't know anything about that Victor Cassadine other than Spencer really liked him. That's all I know.
Well, it always seemed to me before when Uncle Victor was on the show, he was a side Cassadine. It seemed like the most of the attention was paid on something else, and he was kind of on the side and having something to say and stuff, and was part of it, but wasn't the main player. He wasn't the one pulling the strings. Typically, he was helping, but he wasn't the mastermind of things. Where now he is the mastermind. He is the senior Cassadine.
He learned how to be a mastermind when he learned how to do the accent.
Yeah, there you go.
And a correction, he's on Days of Our Lives, not Bold and Beautiful. Excuse me.
Yeah, you're right. He is.
I'm not right. Chat's right. Okay.
And I don't know the character.
Do you remember what? That's not an ABC. I don't care. It's just what a layer of truth this chat has brought to our show. Because before the chat, we just spitballed it. Can you imagine the people just listening to us in their cars going, "It's Bold and the Beautiful, not Days of Our Lives. It's Bold and the Beautiful, you morons!"
I've always thought that. I have always thought that. People are just screaming at us because, man, these two, they're funny, but they don't know shite.
Victor is the baby brother with no title who is finally seeing his time to rule. I guess now that his brothers are like super dead, right? Both Stavros and Stefan are just as dead could be, right? And then Mama Cat is right. This Victor is now the puppet master. So it's like the Baldwins, right? Kind of like the Baldwin, not the Scotty Baldwins, but the Alec Baldwins,
Yeah.
The actors, the Baldwins.
Yeah.
Where
Billy,
you got Billy, Alec. You got Alec who's Stavros, and then you got Billy who's like Stefan, and then you got like Bruce Baldwin or whatever, and that was Victor. Just off to the side, but now Alec's in trouble. Billy's retired. Now it's Bruce's time to shine.
Now there was Mikos of that generation. There was Mikos. There's Victor, and I believe wasn't there a third brother?
Oh, I have no idea. Because Stavros and such were Mikos' children. So I don't know. Stephen Cassadine.
No, they always had Greek names.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. That was back with Ice Princess the first time.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I used to root for Nicholas.
So that big old crystal that they're trying to show is the Ice Princess.
Yes.
That big old crystal.
Yeah. It's the largest uncut diamond in the world.
Yes. Do you think that's a prop from the show? Or did they borrow that from Taj Bello? Did you think maybe
It's
that's
called, hey, Taj, we need a clear quartz stat, okay? Which is the biggest clear quartz you got in your house. Just grab it and bring it on in. If you've got a cubic zirconia, that's even better, but clear quartz will do the trick. Uh,
it?
oh gosh. Let's see here. What else is happening in the chat? Mr. Sheffield is the nanny of Victor is Mr. Sheffield. Yes, he is, to Evelyn. Absolutely. I used to write plays in New York and date Nanny Fine. Stephen Cassadine? Stefan. Well, yeah, Stefan was the nephew or whatever. Larry Darrell. Oh, Larry Darrell and Daryl Cassadine. There we go. Hi, I'm Larry. This is my brother Daryl. This is my other brother Daryl. Newhart. See, for all of the General Hospital that I missed, boy, did I watch a lot of Nick at Night. I get those references. Nick at Night for me, primetime TV for you.
Yes.
I used to root for Nicholas to be good back in the day, but now that I'm older, I want him to go full Cassadine. Hey, you're getting it. I really enjoy when the Cassadines are bad and up to mischief. I mean, I think we're getting that on a couple of levels here. What I want to see is more Cassadines from the other Cassadines that are on the show. I really think that the Davises need to be involved in more Cassadine stuff. It would help. It would help Molly and Christina and Sam find new footing and find new placement on the show and give them some interesting stuff to play with. Molly and TJ. TJ's a Cassadine by extension. Like, what does that mean? Maybe Victor needs something from his great niece's whatever husband or a life partner, whatever they call each other.
Yeah, and we don't know. We don't know yet. Where does Marshall's past fit in when it comes to mob, whatever? Maybe he had something to do with Cassadines too.
He might have. My early thoughts was he was involved with Victor in some way. I don't know. Let's see. Victor, Tony, and Mikos were brothers, according to Chandra.
There was that. Well, that's
Tony. I don't know. Tony seems off for Cassadine names, but I don't know.
Yeah.
It just does. It does. It just Tony. Hey, Tony Cassadine. I don't know. Oh gosh. Hey, T. Cherie Marshall really, really does not like the pairing of Sprina. My goodness gracious. Do you think T. Cherie is honest, or do you think T. Cherie might be being a little bit of a attention grabbing troll in the chat? I don't know. Be honest, T. Cherie. Tell us the truth. What do you really feel?
Are you being facetious?
Are you just saying that for drama, for drama's sake? Are you being a little Esme? Being an Esme in the chat right now, T. Cherie?
Because I think that would be maybe that's the first individual that we've ever met that are not Sprina fans. Everybody's a Sprina fan.
Yeah, most people are. Interesting. I'm interested to know why you don't like it. I'm not trying to make fun of you. I'm giving you the attention you want. Donna is a Cassadine by extension. Sure is. We got a lot of Cassadines. Actually, maybe it's time for a Cassadine purge. Maybe it's a Cassadine and Corinthos purge season. That'll be something that Laura Collins could put forth into Port Charles. She can be all like, hey, for tonight, for the next 12 hours, there will be no laws. Everything is legal, including murder. So have at it like the movies. Spencer's currently acting like he does not deserve Trina. Can't lie. Spencer, oh my God, poor Spencer is so trapped. I feel so bad for Spencer.
He is so trapped.
He's so trapped. He's trying to. Here's the thing. Who said it? Who said it?
Yeah,
somebody said it on the show. He's choosing the easy way. I don't remember who said it, but somebody said it to Trina. I think it's like he's choosing the easier path, choosing the easy option. Yeah. I don't remember. Maybe Laura said it to Victor. I don't know. Who cares? It's a show. But I think that that's totally accurate. He has a couple of important people saying, hey, so Esme is the way to go. He's got his father going, Esme. And as much as that relationship is strained, that is the relationship that Spencer wants. Yes. So he's leaning toward it. And Victor's like, you need to choose loyalty over love, my boy. And so then there's all of that. So he's making these decisions and not feeling them. You can see that he is not feeling these decisions at all. They're just the decisions that he's making. He's going through the motions.
Yeah, he kind of seems like this past week almost since he got out of jail, emotionally shut down.
Yeah,
And I
exactly.
guess that would be the trapped,
Yeah,
right?
because he doesn't want to be doing these things. He thinks he's been
Mhm.
told that it is the right move. And we need to remember that little Spencer is still very impressionable. Okay, he was sent away from his family for years, lived in Europe with only grandma to come and see him every once in a while. Like
Yes.
he wasn't raised by anybody. He kind of grew
No.
up on his own.
Yeah.
So he's very easily
And
manipulated.
that happened to Nicholas a little bit. He had his uncle Stefan that really raised him. But he was Cassadines are very uh, groomed
Yeah.
to be gentlemen,
Hmm.
and just you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to learn Latin and blah blah blah, and you got to do this and this and this, and this is what rich kids do,
Yes.
kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Right. And so poor Spencer,
Mhm.
so trapped in all of this, would much rather be making different decisions and seeing his life go in a different way, but he feels as though those are not the right choices for a Cassadine man. So that's the deal with Spencer. And does Trina deserve him? No. Yes.
No,
No. Yes. I mean, that's weird. It's a weird way to phrase
no,
it.
she doesn't. She
She
doesn't
doesn't.
deserve him because she deserves better.
She deserves better than what Spencer is giving
Yeah.
her right now. But that doesn't mean that he can't give her more later.
Oh, he will.
He will. He will. This is
He
how they're
will.
coming together. They almost came
Yeah.
together and then they came apart. You know the classic flow of a romantic comedy movie, right? You've Got Mail, for example.
Mm-hmm.
You start emailing, falling in love, falling in love, falling in
Mm-hmm.
love, falling in love, falling in love. Things are great, things are good, things are groovy, things are groovy, things are great, things are awesome. Then you go to meet the person in real life, and then Tom Hanks sees that it's Meg Ryan, the person he's been feuding with the entire movie, and goes,
Yes.
"Oh no, I can't do this. I
Mm-hmm.
totally dig her, but I can't do this. This is the wrong choice." And so he
Mm-hmm.
leaves and then continues to email her and all that kind of stuff. And they continue to fall in love and all that nonsense. But they almost came together and then something pulled them apart. And by the end of the movie, guess what? They're making out in Central Park under Brother is Over the Rainbow. Like it wraps up in a pretty little bow.
Yes.
So
And
that's what we're getting.
yes, and when we have that, and then when they finally do profess our love for one another, and we actually see it on screen, it's going to be so much more fulfilling and
Yes.
gratifying for the audience.
Right. And the same thing is happening with Chase and Brooklyn right now as well. They're so close. They're going to be together in the next 2 weeks. Everybody just calm down, relax, and just watch the show. What you're seeing is that anticipation. You want to be on the edge of your seat whenever they're in a scene together, hoping that they just tear across the Metro Court and just start making out in front of everybody. That's what you want. And we will
Yes.
see it. Just give it another moment, because they've been telling all of their friends, "Oh, you love each other, we like each other, but we can't, but it's wrong, but he doesn't, but she doesn't." Eventually, they're going to be figuring it out very quickly.
Sure.
Quickly.
And we're going to see that a lot faster than we are going to see Sprina.
Yeah, well, Sprina still has a whole summer of drama to go through.
Sprina's got
A
lot
whole
of
summer.
Sprina. Like I said last week, I think that we're going to, what we want to see with Sprina, we'll probably see around the holidays.
Yeah.
It's going to take that long.
Yeah. I mean, how long did it take for Chase and Brooklyn to start doing this? I mean, they've been doing it since Brooklyn came back to the show. Since the first time he arrested her because she tried to punch Lulu and accidentally hit him with a beer bottle or something. Like,
Yeah.
that's a meet cute.
It wasn't an obvious future pairing like these two have been, though.
No, not so obvious, but they've been doing the dance for a long time.
Yes, they have. Yeah.
Oh,
They
gosh. Spencer's going to be making bad decisions until he has to save the day or send Trina to jail on the stand. Well, I guess that's going to be the final nail in the coffin, or no nails in the coffin at all, depending on what he does if he has to take the stand against Trina. Marshall and Trina's scenes were really well acted. Loved them. I think it was a great opportunity for us to see the more sensitive, real side of Marshall. I saw that there were some people complaining about it online, saying, "Oh, they're just using him to using Trina to prop hat daddy." Oh my God, people! Not everybody's just a prop for somebody else. Sometimes a scene is to show a different side of somebody.
Yeah, I thought it was lovely too.
Yeah, it was very grandfatherly.
So yeah, it was very grandfatherly. he wasn't trying to avert all the time like he typically
Yeah.
is.
No, he was genuinely talking to her about her problems, and I think he was being very real and honest about it. Trina deserves better. Spencer will step up, but the storyline would be boring if it happened overnight. You're absolutely right, Chandra. We can't just put the people together in a week. Otherwise, you're going to have a new couple every 6 weeks.
Well, sure, and as an audience, we just won't be nearly as invested if if there's no push pull.
Right.
We're just not going to be nearly as invested, and we're not going to when we finally see the pairing that we've been longing for.
Yeah.
Well, it wouldn't be nearly as gratifying if it was.
Nope. T.
Wouldn't it?
Cherie is still firmly behind Rorina, and that is final. That is her final statement on that. Thank you very much, Miss Filgan. Let's see here. Sandy says Marshall's story needs to wrap up all the secrets. We're getting there. Once Selena Wu unseals that file, we're gonna bust this thing wide open and find out what the hell is happening with one Marshall Ashford.
And because we find out about Daddy Marshall.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll find about Lion and Stella.
Yep, we're going to find out both of those at the same time because Stella passed out because she ain't actually Curtis's auntie.
I don't think she's his auntie. I still think she's his mama.
I don't think she's his mama either. I don't.
I know. So, Matt, what is it? What do you think?
All right. So on Thursday or whatever. So when Marshall,
we haven't had this conversation.
No, we haven't. This is going to be a great podcast ender.
I'm learning with you guys what Matthew thinks.
All right. So out on the beach house balcony or beach house porch, which is right next door to Sonny Corinthos' house, by the way. Curtis and Sonny are neighbors now.
Yes, Jax's house.
Because they made a big deal about Jax's house being next door to Sonny's.
Sure, and it used to be Connie's house.
Well, there we go. Well, I hope that they can break the curse.
It was Kate Connie's house before it was Jax's house.
So, Marshall and Stella are out there talking, right? And then Stella's like, don't just Marshall Ashford now, you watch your mouth around this family, okay? And he didn't really take to it because he was kind of invited late, and TJ brought him, and he wasn't really, and so basically she was like, if you're going to be around, you just need to keep your nose clean and keep up your lying and just don't let them know anything about the truth. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Basically, yeah.
And then Marshall pretty much came off with, well, you know what? I kind of have more of a right to be here than you do. I'm more family to these people than you are.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go back inside, you crazy woman. And then he goes back inside. Now that means to me that Stella ain't blood related to anybody.
Maybe not.
She ain't.
Because when it comes to blood relationship currently, they are about the same. TJ don't belong to either one of them.
Neither one of them, no.
Neither one of them because Sean is his daddy.
Right. So, there's that. So there's that brings a little question mark into it because Marshall was very much like, I'm more related to Curtis and TJ than you are, lady. Mm-hmm. And then leaves. Which doesn't make a whole lot of sense because TJ, but then again, the only way I can get around that is TJ didn't know who his real dad was until he was an adult.
Right.
So even though Marshall wasn't around, there's still the TJ is Thomas Jr. That's his name, Thomas Jr.,
Yes.
So maybe that has more to do with it than the actual DNA.
Maybe.
But then you flip over to the Stella side who's been in Curtis's life for longer than TJ's been alive. So where does that flip over? Where does DNA start to not matter when it comes to Stella? See, that's why it's complicated and hard. But it doesn't. Right now, I do not think that Stella is Irene's sister, and I do not think that Stella is Curtis's mom.
Mm-hmm.
I think that she is a best friend, a lesbian lover, a something from yesteryear. Maybe even Marshall's sister. I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know. But there's something there. There's something that is more than you're actually Curtis's mom.
I think she is Curtis's mom. I do think she's Curtis's mom.
Then how is she less related to Curtis than Marshall?
Because maybe he feels like he didn't lie to him. He was just, he had a big lie, and that he ran from, his falsifying his death. That's a big lie. But Stella's been in this man's face his entire life, almost daily lying to him.
Yeah.
A complete fakehood.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not really your auntie, but I'm your auntie. But I'm not really your auntie. I just didn't tell you that I'm not really your auntie, but I'm your auntie.
So maybe that's why he said it that way. It's like, yes, we're both wrong, but I didn't stand in his face and lie to him daily kind of thing. I don't know.
Right. So Chad has already gotten back with the biggest way that people have been arguing against me when it comes to this theory, which is, what about the DNA test? What about the DNA test? There's a DNA test that says Trina's related to somebody in Port Charles and Stella's related to somebody in Port Charles. You know what, people? Port Charles is a really, really big frickin' place.
So
she could be related to the bum on the bus stop, okay?
Yeah, but there would be no point in stating that if it wasn't.
They also talked about it like a year and a half ago and never mentioned it again.
Exactly. Now that was what I say. It's very. I've seen General Hospital do it over and over again. I really can't give you an example, but I've seen them do that where they just forget about it. They just pretend it didn't happen.
Pretty much the Willow necklace thing was something that happened, and then they never, ever mentioned it again, and won't until the whole parenting thing comes out again. Stella helped raise the boys because she was their quote-unquote auntie. Yeah, auntie. I don't think, she might not be malicious, but she hasn't been honest about her true relation, You call me Aunt Stella, but I'm not actually Irene's sister. I was her college girlfriend. I don't know, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I think there is some more stuff about it. I think there is more stuff about all of it that we don't know, including Irene herself too. I think there's some more story around Irene other than she got sick and she died.
Right. I mean, did maybe Stella killed her? Stella's really Irene, huh? How about that, huh? I don't know. DNA test done at General Hospital. I mean, how many times have they been faked? Huh? Chase, Sasha, etc. Just ask Brad. I loved what's her name? Terry Randolph's comment during the interview, where he's like, I run a really, really quick lab. She's like, it's really quick to get results when you're falsifying the answers. Chandra's with me. Hey, Stella and Mom were lovers. Marshall found out and had a mental break, left town when he couldn't handle it. I don't know about the mental break part, but I'm all for some lesbian romance here in General Hospital. As for Marshall, Marshall still has those pills that he's taken for schizophrenia and or bipolar disorder. So
there a lot to find out there. So many layers of the story that we just haven't been told yet.
I know.
So many layers about each one. I mean, not just one big story that has them that has them together. And characters playing, not just but individually too. Of all these layers underneath each one of them, plus the story they're telling together.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, exactly. Exactly correct. 100%. 100% correct. Rapid fire here. Esme is not pregnant.
Yay. No, she sure is.
Yay. We already talked about Anna, Felicia, Jennifer, and Valentin in Hawaii. But Esme's not pregnant. Yay.
Yes. Esme's not
pregnant. Hey, Jacarius. Welcome. I'm glad you were able to come. We were actually worried about you earlier. Maybe you and T. Cherie can have a fun conversation in chat about, Sprina. There were 80 Spinelli mentions this week and no Spinelli on camera.
I know.
Oh, have Spinelli do this. Spinelli figured this out for us. Oh, maybe we can call Spinelli and get this done. And then he's never there. Bradford Anderson is so accurate on his live Q&A stuff where he's like, I'm the most mentioned and unused character in General Hospital history.
Yep. It's true. My goodness.
Smoltz gets an exclusive with Michael about Nina. So all the Nina's dirty garbage is about to hit the newspaper waves. I don't know which paper it's going to be because it's not going to be the Invader. Alexis isn't going to run that. I don't know, the Port Charles Citizen or whatever it is that Lulu used to work for. I don't know. The PC Gazette.
Landview's banner.
Jacarius thinks that Stella is Curtis's mom. So, hey, we'll see.
I think Stella's Curtis's mom too.
Hashtag Millow
really
is dull. Oh well. Oh well. Oh well. I mean, the exciting part is the people that don't like them. You know, I find that to be a lot of fun. One more congratulations to Finola Hughes, 37 years on General Hospital. You know, with a little break. She went to All My Children some. She did, you know, she took like 98 to 2003 off type of deal.
She has had some time off. But boy, not in the last 2 years though, huh? Remember how she used to always take summers off?
Yeah. And then she stopped after the COVID break. I'm assuming that she's going to be disappearing again.
I would think so.
Zamarga actually likes Millow. But hey, you know, everybody gets what they get out of the show. I'm not here to tell you what you like is wrong. I'm really not. Just like I don't expect you to tell me what I like is wrong.
You know, Willow, if you think about the things that Willow has done, she's a lot more ballsy than we give her credit for.
Yeah.
Her delivery is, ooh, but she broke away from Donna Day on her own.
She did. She had the strength to give up Wiley.
Had the strength to give up Wiley. Did all, you know, no one else broke away from Donna Day.
No.
Right?
Yeah.
No one else did.
No.
Was able to get herself a job teaching, was able, you know, give up this baby to protect him.
You're right. You're totally right.
Oh,
she's got strength of spirit.
She does have strength and spirit. But her delivery makes her look like a little fainted flower.
Oh, I'm a delicate flower. I'm just going to wilt when you look at me wrong. Let's see here. The Invader. I like Millow. Michael and Willow are boring. The IPO party. The IPO party was fun. Everybody made a bunch of money.
Yes, including Willow, right?
Yeah. So, no, Sasha. Sasha apparently made a bunch of money. Now she's going to spend it all on drugs.
She sure will.
Yeah, and Brando is so in love.
Did you see? Brando is so in love. Did you see, though, when she was up there talking about, you know, the contributors and who made it a success? Oh, man, our Gladys wanted to be mentioned so bad, didn't she?
She was like...
She wanted so bad to be mentioned. At the same time, though, I don't know what made her think she deserved to be mentioned.
Yeah,
she
just be Gladys being Gladys.
Yeah, but she was Gladys being Gladys because she does want to have her 15 minutes of fame and a whole purse full of money.
Yeah,
is what Gladys wants.
Well, yeah, Gladys wants money. She wants power. She wants notoriety. She wants what she wants. Really? What she wants. Okay, let's strip it down to its most.
She wants to be important. So
she wants to be. She wants to feel important. She wants to matter. She does not feel like she matters.
No.
And it's tragic. Gladys has one of the most tragic, sad stories being subtly told on General Hospital because she's annoying. Absolutely, she's annoying. She will totally say the wrong thing. I'm actually the penguin. Like, yeah, I mean, yeah, she's got all of that.
Yeah.
But she wants to matter. She wants to be a grandma. She wanted to be Liam's grandma so badly. She really did.
Even though leading up, and so when Sasha was pregnant, leading up, she just sounded like she was as selfish as ever when it came to that baby as well, you know? Yeah. Not really wanting it to have its personal space, you know, having
she was worried that she was going to be pushed out of Brando's house and left aside while this family unit came together. That's why it wasn't, I want my space, you're stealing my son. It's the fear of being pushed out of her family because she's fought so hard, especially over the last couple of years, to be a present part of the Corbin clan.
Right. So important. But I did kind of feel sorry for her because you could see her little feelings get hurt.
I love Gladys. I do. I want good things to happen for Gladys. I want her to find a boyfriend.
And she looks real pretty too. And I loved her. I loved the way they did her makeup.
They upped the look, you know, like.
And they're still, and I think that was the biggest grouping we've seen of actors in a scene since COVID was at IPO party at the Savoy.
Big party, big party.
There were a lot of people in that little set,
Oh
wasn't
yeah,
there?
oh yeah, oh yeah, big party.
A lot of
And then
people
and
in that
then
little
and then Ms. Wu is an investor now. That's what happens when you open up the IPO. That's what happens when you can let anybody
right.
invest. That means anybody can invest.
That's right. And you said that, right?
Yeah. Zamargda agrees. Gladys does need a boyfriend that doesn't want to kill her. Yeah. 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 You know, as much as the Novak clan was there for her, it wasn't the safest thing in the world. Wasn't the safest thing in the world.
He was using her.
All right. You know something that we also haven't talked about at all. At all. But there wasn't much development, but we haven't talked about it at all.
What's that?
Is Crazy Liz Biz.
Oh, Crazy Liz Biz. Yeah. Crazy Liz Biz. Whoo-wee. I still think I still think, you know, you don't have to break in if you're already there. It's still her. She's doing all that mess. I don't know if do you think she's sleepwalking, Matt?
Something's happening while she's sleeping. Lissa contributes. Elizabeth's parents were video chatting with Jake, so it can't be Biz doing it. Now she's seeing Ghostly, not Franco. I'm not sure what that means, Lissa. I don't know what Elizabeth's parents video chatting with Jake has to do with Elizabeth being involved with haunting herself.
She is haunting herself. That's what it appears to be.
Hey, Carol Ann.
And the kids are
yeah.
The kids are scared.
The kids are scared. The kids are scared. The kids are scared for their mom too. You know, they're just like,
yeah, they're scared for their safety, kind of their own safety, and scared for their mom. But and she wants to stay in the house by herself.
Yeah, and then Jake's all like, "We can't do that. We can't let our mom do that. I've got a deep voice now. I'm a teenager. You can tell me, Mom."
Yep. Turn it into a
What's up with this weird dream figure though? What do you think's going on with that?
I think the dream figure is her dad.
You think this? Don't forget me, says Jeff Weber.
Yeah.
Because I really think the crux of this is going to be why Elizabeth left her family. Like the biggest crux.
Yeah.
You know,
I think there might be some suppressed memory.
Something.
And that's why she's fractured.
Yeah.
You know?
Biz's boyfriend. Ooh, Biz's boyfriend. I don't know. I'm all for just wildness. I'm all for Elizabeth having two lives in Port Charles for the last 10 years, and we just didn't know about it. I'm totally for it.
There might be some 25-year-old show up to be her kid. That she had him when she was 15 and suppressed the memory, kind of an Erica King kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That is an Erica King kind of thing.
See, Zamargda, that's the question. We don't know if her family left her or if Elizabeth left her family. We don't know. It
wasn't really addressed at the time when Elizabeth came on the show.
She was just like, "Hey, I'm Jeff Weber's daughter."
She was just a rebellious teenager that went to go live with Gran.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Like Audrey was like, "Oh, my granddaughter Elizabeth is going to come live with me next week. She needs some guidance."
And she needed some guidance. Exactly. It's like she was an unruly teenager sent to have Gran set her straight.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of the way it was played back then.
Yeah.
So, you know, but I remember though with Laura as well, there's a whole mess of stuff in her teenage before she was on the show that supposedly happened to her with her dad, Rick, Jeff's brother. Kind of thing too, repressed memory. I think Busy Liz.
Busy Lizzie.
Busy Lizzie. I think she's had some things happen to her that she does not recall. Who knows? It's gonna be good.
Audrey's still with us, right?
Yes. Yeah. Rachel Adams.
Maybe we'll get one more. Maybe we'll get another scene with her. Who?
Rachel Adams, Rachel Evans. I think Rachel Adams is Audrey, the actress that plays Audrey.
I don't know. I'm going to look it up on Google.
Who has been on since You Want to Be a Pretty Girl?
Rachel Ames.
That's how long.
Rachel Ames. Yeah. You want to be a pretty girl, don't you? Like, that's the first episode.
She's been around since You Want to Be a Pretty Girl.
All right. Yeah. So she's still around. She is pretty old, only 92. But hey, if she's still with it, I'm still with it, and I would love to see. Look at that, Rachel Ames, all through the chat. I am all for it. I want to see another Rachel Ames scene here before the year's over. I need her saying, "Your father has been dead for 28 years," or something.
And wasn't it interesting too? Wasn't it interesting that the actress that played Monica for that one day or two mentioned that she was once upon a time married to Jeff?
Yeah,
I don't remember that at all.
They're just trying to establish the history of the Weber family once again.
But there's got to be maybe some kind of reason for that to be brought up.
We're getting something. We're getting exposited here. We're getting the little exposition of this next little beat of story that's going to happen. So what do you think about Dr. McBain?
What about him?
Well, so Dr. Hamilton Finn is a really good detective now.
Yeah.
So what do you think about Dr. McBain?
Yeah, that was the character that he played the best.
Was McBain?
Yeah, McBain was a badass.
Yeah.
McBain was awesome.
I don't know.
But yeah.
All I know is that he's also Silas Clay, who apparently has had 3 daughters who are also the girlfriends of Michael.
Yeah. Woo-wee. He sure had.
I used to watch Rebecca Herbst on the Disney Channel with Joey Lawrence. Since she's been rocking that swingy bob since then. I guess that must be her haircut.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. McBain and the vampire John McBain. I remember Rebecca Herbst on another Nickelodeon show called Space Cases for like 1 season. Yeah.
Really?
And then I think she went to General Hospital shortly after that.
Do you remember Kirsten Storms?
Yeah, well, yeah, Xenon, girl of the 21st century.
Did you watch that? I don't remember.
It was a couple of movies. She did 3 Disney Channel original movies called Xenon.
I bet you watched those.
Oh yeah, definitely on during. I was the market audience. Right.
Yes.
Caleb Morley is haunting Elizabeth. That's it. Thank you, Boots. That is it. That's the answer. Vampire Caleb is haunting Elizabeth's dreams.
And while that's happening, Uncle Victor can save the world.
Oh gosh. Oh my goodness. Just gotta save the world like Mr. Freeze in that Batman movie. All right, folks. I remember Kristen was on Xenon and she was on Days Before General Hospital. See, look at that. And then I think there was also this reality show on E! For a minute that was about like the real lives of soap actresses that Kirsten Storms was a part of.
Well, that's interesting.
I don't remember it, guys. Chat in the comments below. Whatever. Just let us know what's going on because I'm packing my bag. I'm taking my smock off and I'm gonna get on this elevator. I don't know about you, Ma. You can join us, or I can just leave the camera and you can keep talking if you want.
No, I think I'll get on the elevator with you.
Okay. All right, folks. We're going to get on the elevator. Soap Dirt is the name. Thank you very much, Ethel. All right, folks. We're going to get on the elevator. We're going to go back down to the first floor. We're going to go into the parking lot. We're going to tune our radios to previous episodes of the 10th floor. Along the while, we're going to remember to pull out our phones, go to our YouTube page, and go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, tell all of your friends, share a link, maybe do a short, I don't know. Do all of that stuff for us. You can also follow us on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify, Alexa, Amazon. What's this?
You guys.
Oh.
One thing we have to say. Next Sunday, y'all, is Easter. Yeah. Matt and I aren't going to be on here.
Saturday at 6, I think, is when we're going to aim.
All right.
Saturday at 6.
We talked about it a little bit. We talked about Friday night. We talked about Saturday night. We didn't decide.
Saturday
other than we're not going to be on here Easter morning at 11 o'clock.
Saturday at 6. That's when we'll be live. But of course, the video is going to be available whenever you want it after that. So if you can join us, great. If not, don't.
Yeah. And we'll remind you on Twitter.
Yeah. And it's 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So it'll be 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And then anywhere between 6 and 9, depending on where you live in the rest of the country. So goodbye. And no, we don't. We do. Well, Lissa doesn't validate parking, but I validate parking. But you got to find me. Goodbye. I've been Matt.
And I've been Kat.
And we'll catch you right here next time on the 10th floor. All right.